Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Hey.
Hey, Catoe, what's going on?
All right.
You are a part of the Catoe and Church podcast live on this here June evening. We welcome you in. We thank you for listening, watching, whichever the case may be. We are just very, very grateful for that. Ain't we, Catoe?
Amen.
Just happy to be here. That's what we are. Happy to be here.
You been getting any rain up your way today?
No, sir. We didn't get any rain.
It drizzled some on us today, but nothing major.
Yeah, nothing major. It's been kind of overcast all day, but it hadn't done any major raining. So, but we need some
Right.
in this neck of the woods. I don't know about you, but we need some. What's that? What you got going on?
Well, I can hear in my headphones, but I'm also hearing coming through my computer. So,
Uh-oh.
I think
let me see if I can fix that.
Well, that's the thing about live. You just
never know.
you never know what's
Fix it on the fly.
That's right. You just got to kind of do it when you can do it. While you're doing that, Catoe, I'm going to tell everybody they can email us, catoeandchurch@gmail.com. We appreciate emails. If you want to send us some, we would love to read them, and we will even respond if we can. Also, go to our YouTube page. You can find it if you go up there. I believe when you go on YouTube and the little search bar, you can type in Catoe and Church. It should bring it up. We got a few about 3 videos on there.
Are they all cooking?
No.
Oh, they're not. 2
of them's cooking, and then after tonight, we'll have this one on there as well. Of course, we're going to have some guests on here in just a little bit. Fridays forever. And Catoe, I'm trying to help you here.
It says you're muted.
It says you're muted, Catoe, I think on my end. Talk to me.
Yep, he's muted.
You're muted. It says that your mic isn't connected, Catoe. I heard you because it says that's why I can't unmute you. It says because your mic is not connected.
Boy,
we love live.
Yeah, hey, this is what it brings sometimes. Catoe like that one.
Check your mic again because it's just telling me, it brings up when I try to unmute you, it says can't unmute your guest. Their mic is not connected.
He may have done something trying to.
I still don't hear you.
Uh-oh, now he's gone.
Oh, he's gone. Well, that's okay. We can do that until he gets back.
Yeah, so now
we're
gonna wait.
But hey, we're here.
Yeah, you got me and Daddy here.
Part of the pod squad is here. Catoe has some technical difficulties, and so he is trying to work that out. We're also we're waiting on our guest who will be here. As I said earlier, it is the Fridays Forever. And well, here we go.
Looks like he's back.
Maybe we got him back. How about that?
How about it?
How about it? Is that better?
Yeah, there it is.
There we go.
There he is.
I can hear you loud and clear. Lima Charlie.
All right. Well, for some reason, I've got it's coming out of both places, but as long as it's not a big deal on your end, I'm good with it.
I can't tell any different.
It doesn't make a difference here.
Right now, I can't tell any different.
Okay.
If you know, but I was just telling everybody, our guests, Fridays Forever, just a couple of people that saw on YouTube, as a matter of fact, and they have a YouTube channel. They go and record a lot of their excursions that they take in East Tennessee, Western North Carolina. They've even their vacations to the beach. They got some up there about that. They go around to different stores, restaurants, and just, give their opinion about it, especially the restaurants. They'll show you around in the stores. I just like what they do. I told my wife, I said, I just feel like it's a couple people enjoying life.
Right.
And they say,
I like it. I'm excited about them being on.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I look forward to it. So they'll probably be on here. I told them about 8:00. I told them I'd send them the code at about 15 till. And I knew that we wanted to kind of jaw jack just a little bit and talk a spell.
I know they have a YouTube channel, right? Are they going to put this video on their YouTube live or just with us? Are they just going to be with us?
No, they'll just be with us tonight.
Just with us? Okay.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Okay.
All right. You still got me, right?
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
you. You're good.
I think I finally figured it out on the fly. How about that?
There.
Dad,
Hey, let's give him a hand.
Dad.
Yeah.
There we go. Good job.
I feel really accomplished tonight. If nothing else happens, I figured out something.
I tell you what, if you're like me, when it comes to these computers and such, if I figure it out and I figured something out and it works like it's supposed to, I'm serious. I do feel like I accomplished something.
I know.
Absolutely.
Look at there,
Big bad Brad.
old Bailey. Like I said, folks, we're live right now, and if you catch this on where you catch regular podcasts, we do this live. We just like it doing it that way.
We're currently watching there's a
and
softball
so
game on.
we're watching the Women's College World Series, and Alabama has just hit a home run. They're up 2-0 right now, and that's who I'm pulling for. So, but anyway, how's your week been going?
So far, so good. Pretty good week so far. Like I said, we need a lot. We needed some rain here, and we've gotten a good bit of rain the last couple of days, and may even get a little more throughout the weekend. But of course, that means not been doing much ice cream selling when it's raining. So
yeah, it's kind of the ice cream selling falls off, and the grass grows and makes you have to cut that.
Yeah,
that's right.
So that's the part about the rain, but we do need some. Farmers I know need some.
Speaking of cutting grass, I don't know. I know you lived in the northern part of Florida, but I remember being a kid down in Florida, and it seemed like there the grass grew. It was something you had to cut it about every other day. I guess because of the humidity. I don't know, but it just seemed like it.
Yeah,
it was a never ending, and it was so much thicker cutting grass down there.
Yeah.
So Catoe, you grew up down near Miami, is that right?
No, not quite that far. More, between Miami and Orlando.
Oh, okay.
West Palm Beach, Okeechobee area.
All right.
Yeah. So down there, a good bit of the time around Lake Okeechobee there before moving up here to the Carolinas. So you would have liked it down there, Seth, with the gators and a lot of exotic wildlife. A lot more than what there is around here.
Yeah, I wish I could get down there to that area down there, the Lake Okeechobee, and then them Everglades. I go down there sometime. Yeah, I feel like that'd be fun for me.
Maybe we need to talk Michael Lord into a big trip down there.
A road trip.
Yeah, we might have to sometime.
Hook his boat up and head down there.
Well, our guest has now popped on, Catoe.
All right.
Bring him on. All right, they are here with us, ladies and gentlemen. Would you welcome Fridays Forever?
Howdy.
All right.
Good evening.
Hi, guys.
How y'all doing?
We're doing good. How are you all?
Oh, we're doing great. Now, as you can tell, we're not much to look at.
Well, I can see Catoe, but Chris, you're way out there, man.
Well,
way out there.
I noticed that here just a minute ago, and I'm going to tell you what. I am not real computer savvy, so I'm afraid to start messing because if I do, the thing's liable to blow up. And so I'm gonna leave it like that. And I promise you, probably it's for the best because, like I said, we're not that much to look at. So, but listen, hey, we're just so glad that you guys have taken the time to be with us. Just so everybody will know. Mike and Karen Friday are our guest. They have a YouTube channel. called Fridays Forever. I come across that. I don't really know how. I'll get on YouTube and I'll watch stuff and come across a video of you guys. And I guess what caught my eye is that it was either something from Pigeon Forge or something from Gatlinburg. And so I clicked on it and been hooked ever since.
Well,
Thank you.
yeah, it's good to hear. And we appreciate you all taking the time to have us on your podcast.
Well, man, it is our pleasure. Now it's like me and Catoe were just talking a little bit ago. I'm going to ask my daughter, because we're live. And so, just about anything can happen around here at my house when we do live. But I'm going to ask my daughter for just a second to step in here because she wanted to tell you guys, hey, because I can't. Come here, Kaylee. Tell them, hey. Uh-oh. Tell them, hey.
Hey,
Hi,
Hi,
Kaylee.
Kaylee.
How are you?
good.
How old are you?
11.
11
Oh,
years old.
wow.
That's great. We have something here for you. One of our magnets. If you will make sure and get your address and things to us, we'll send that to you, okay?
Okay.
All right, that's good, isn't it? I cannot if I start to watch a video. Let's just say that I'm in there at the TV, and Kaylee is fixing to say we've told her to go get a bath or something, and she sees that I start to watch a video. She's like, "No, Daddy, no, you have to wait."
That's great.
Thanks for saying hi, Kaylee.
But anyway, I just, like I said, we've been messaging back and forth, and we just wanted to have you guys on here and have a good time, and just wanted to kind of find out a little bit more about you guys. And
Hey, Church, before you ask the first questions, I know you got a lot more probably than I do, but the first, I want to kind of throw one out there to these guys and maybe flash back a little bit. I'm not sure if they're old enough to remember this because I was a youngster when this was on TV, but what you guys do remind me of this, and that's there was a guy that was on Hee Haw back in the day. His name was Kenny Price, and him and his wife, Donna, did something in the 80s called Wish You Were Here. And what they did was they got in their RV and they went all over the country, various places, and they would visit them. And at the end of the show, they'd say, Wish You Were Here. So I don't know if you ever saw that show or not back in the 80s. It was on the Nashville Network. But you guys, what you do remind me a lot of that program. And I loved that back in the day, and I love what you guys do as well.
Oh, that's neat. Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that. We I definitely remember their names. I don't know. Obviously, we watched Hee Haw, but
Right.
That particular segment, or I guess you may be referring, they had their own show.
Yeah, it was like a 30-minute show called Wish. It was like I said, it was called Wish You Were Here.
Yeah, I
And
don't
they just had
recall seeing that. Yeah.
Yeah,
And we
it was-
don't have an RV either, do we?
No.
yeah, it's probably mid 80s.
We've got a little Volkswagen wagon diesel.
Right.
I know on some of them videos with y'all riding up the mountain up there in Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, it looks like it's got plenty of horsepower because it looks like y'all are flying.
Oh, well, we're not. Trust me, we're not flying, but those little diesels got some torque to them. Then we've got a 4Runner too, if the weather's bad, that we can
Okay.
take. But we often opt for the gas mileage.
I forgot to introduce. This is my son Seth. He's part
Hey,
of the
Seth.
pod squad here
Hey.
at the Catoe and
Hey,
Church
Seth.
podcast. He's kind of our resident geek or nerd. If we need something looked up on the computer or something, he's the one.
Okay.
But just to kind of get started, tell us a little bit about yourselves and kind of how what you guys do, how it come about.
Okay. Well, what part you want to share? I'll take what you don't want to. But actually, as far as the YouTube channel, I'll just start there, and then Karen does a good story on how we met and a little bit of our history. But we thought it would be neat. We've got 2 children, and one is married, and so 2 grandchildren now. But we thought it would be great to just start doing some little videos for our children and grandchildren to be able to watch one day. And so that's kind of how the channel started. And I guess just a little over a year ago, probably, is when we started the channel seriously, and started making more and more videos.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, that's a good thing to do because, like you said, that way grandkids will have that.
Yeah.
They'll be able to show their kids. I mean, it's
Yeah.
something, that will be able to. I guess you could say just be able to continue just continue.
Yeah, that's really cool. I like that.
So that's neat.
Unless YouTube decides to take it down.
Well, yeah, you're right. Yeah, yeah. We probably with some of the stuff that we kind of get into sometimes, we probably got a better shot of them doing that to us than y'all.
You never know.
But so now, okay, how did a little bit of history about you guys, Karen? If you want to jump into that.
Okay. Well, I'm a twin. I have a twin sister, and we were born in El Paso, Texas, and then our mom moved us when we were in second grade back to a small town in Southwest Virginia, in the mountains of Southwest Virginia, to live with my grandparents for a while. And so we were raised in a real small mountain town in the corner of Virginia. And then I decided to go to college at East Tennessee State University in Johnson City, Tennessee, which is where Mike is from. And we met in a sociology class called Marriage and Family, just basically because everybody bombed or did bad on the first multiple choice test. And so our professor made it extra credit to go to a relationship event on campus. And I was one of the speakers talking about my relationship with God and with the Lord.
Uh-huh.
And Mike was there. And so the next day in class, people were passing in their papers, and it was a little bit, I guess, persecution, you would say, with people kind of dogging it. And because it had like a spiritual intent with it at a regular, secular university.
Yeah.
And so after class, I could hear somebody behind me walking toward my mailbox saying, "Hey." And I thought, well, they could be talking to anybody. Finally turned around and it was him. And I joke and say this was his Christian one-liner. He said, "If nobody else enjoyed hearing your story, I did."
Just a little lower voice. Than
Yeah, a little baritone voice.
Yeah.
So we became friends and then started dating, and then,
as they say, the rest is history.
the rest is history, right?
Married 36 years now. I grew up in East Tennessee, the hills here, and of course, being in ministry our whole life, being on staff at churches, being pastor, youth pastors, and things. We've lived a lot of different places, but
Yes.
this has always been home, East Tennessee.
Yeah, and I'm a speaker and a blogger and a writer.
Okay. All right. Well, now you, Mike, you say you're from East Tennessee originally, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, I'm a Western North Carolina boy myself.
Okay.
That's where I'm originally from, a town called Lenore.
Yeah.
Okay.
There in North Carolina, just a hop, skip, and a jump from Boone and Blowing Rock.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm originally from. Grew up. I live now here in South Carolina.
Wow.
But so I know about the mountain life.
We were over that way.
We were
this past weekend.
Yeah.
Over in Boone, and then we went to Valley Crucis to the Mass General Store, and yeah.
Okay. Did
So
you?
where do you all live in South Carolina?
We live in a town called Gaffney, South Carolina.
Okay, yeah.
And Catoe lives in Florence, South Carolina.
Okay.
Right.
So now Catoe's originally from Florida, right, Catoe?
Right. Yeah. Most
Okay.
West Palm Beach, lived in Okeechobee a while, then moved up here. I did spend a little time in the mountains, though. Back in the 90s, I worked at a station you're probably familiar with since Christian folks, 106.9 WMIT. I was there in the 93, 94.
Was that when Matt Stockman was there?
It would have been even before him. It was a guy named John Baker was the morning guy then. Back then, it was more of a. It was more before it went very contemporary. It was really inspirational back in the early 90s. It was really laid back, a lot of preaching, so, but yeah, And I remember that John, because they always said reaching portions of 7 states with the good news. And
I remember that.
I know Johnson City and over that way was in the listening area because it's such a big signal. So
Yeah, absolutely. So
that's
a
my
Gator,
only connection
Gator
to the
fan, I
mountains.
guess.
Who's that?
Are you a Gator fan now?
Gator? No, Miami Hurricanes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now he pulls for a bunch of convicts down there.
So the only people that would say a comment like that are Alabama fans. I'm just guessing.
Well, now I'll tell you. Now I'm a Tar Heel.
Oh, all right.
I am.
They don't have a football team, so
We do
finish
now.
up, church.
We do now.
We got a
Yeah,
football
that's
team
good,
now.
we do.
We good.
But
We
now
got sidetracked on sports. There, won't we?
but now I do like Alabama. We were just talking. We were on before you guys connected with us. Kaylee, our little girl, this was her first year of softball, and so my wife played softball in high school and college, and so now my daughter's playing, and so now again I'm kind of hooked on softball, and so it's right now it's the college women's World Series.
Yeah.
Alabama is in that. Of course, that's who I'm pulling for. So yeah, I am kind of an Alabama fan. So yeah, that's why I guess I would make a statement like that. But anyway, I know that a lot of your videos are things in Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, East Tennessee. I've seen, I think maybe some from Western North Carolina.
Mhm.
And I know you do a lot there, but I've also seen some that you did here recently or put up recently from Myrtle Beach.
Yes.
I love the beach for about an hour, but that's just me. But I saw them and we watched those. Then now, does that mean that you're expanding outside of the mountains, or that's just y'all took a vacation, decided, hey, we're going to do that, or are you kind of expanding a little bit?
Well, we never actually defined our channel as just the Great Smoky Mountains. So I guess we see it as there's so much more to enjoy. And people have asked, can we share more and more about specific areas of our lives and things? And we thought, well, a lot of people go to Myrtle Beach. Let's just,
Yeah.
put some videos up. And if they want to see them, they can. And if they want to pass them by for the Smoky Mountains or Western North Carolina. And I mean, we're going to be in Southwest Virginia some too. Of course, Karen grew up there. We're going to do a video of her talking about her story growing up in Southwest Virginia. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I know that I just almost lost my train of thought, but I know my wife and I, we're going on this weekend. We didn't get to go on an anniversary trip last year because of the COVID mess.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're going to Lynchburg, Virginia, Saturday and staying a few days. And one of the things she asked me, she said, are we going to do Fridays forever? Are we going to take our camera and record? And so, see, you guys are a household name here in our home.
Oh.
And and I thought that was I thought that was neat of her to do that. But another
Happy anniversary.
Well, thank you very much. It'll be 19 years.
It's great.
Wow.
So, and I love her to death, and just very, very thankful to the Lord Jesus for giving her to me. And I'm so grateful for that. Couldn't ask for a better lady. And so
if I can ask a question, not really a question, but I think we was watching your videos maybe a week ago, a couple of days ago, and you had recently, I guess, put up a video about that Monster Mash burgers in Tennessee. And I told my daddy, I said, I would really love to go there because I like the classic horror movies like the Dracula and the Wolfman.
Yeah.
I think I would like to go there sometime. I really enjoyed that video.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
That's a popular video in our library.
The burgers were good too.
Yeah.
That brings me to another question is, how do you all not weigh 400 pounds apiece? Because I'm going to tell you what, them videos that you all have when you go in these restaurants and eating, and that stuff looks so good, and you guys just eat away. And I'm like, how in the world do they not weigh 400 pounds apiece?
You know what? Other than vacation, when you see a video, that's probably we eat like that maybe once a week, possibly sometimes twice a week. Yeah.
Well, I know that. I mean, I like I said, I enjoy them because it like a lot of them. I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh yeah, we've been there. Oh yeah, we've seen that. Uh, and so that's one of the and I told my wife too, and I told Catoe a little earlier. Today, as a matter of fact, I said one of the reasons I like their videos so good is that it just seems to me that you guys are enjoying life. That's how it comes across to me. And I told my wife, I said, I like that. They just they're going to these places, they're recording, they're having a good time, and that's one of the reasons why I like them so good.
Well, I guess at our age, I've discovered, and I know Karen has too, that this life is impossible to live and have hope without Christ in it.
Exactly.
And so with Christ and 36 years plus 3 dating, we love the mountains. We just love to get out and go, and we enjoy being with one another. And so, yeah, man,
and really every time we go out to film, when we get back, Mike always says, well, we made some more memories today.
Well, that's right.
Yeah,
there you go. That's exactly
there you
right.
go. I like that.
I'm a big I love reminiscing. And like I said, watching some of your videos, like I said just a minute ago, just makes me go back and think, oh, I've been there and I can remember this. I can remember going to this place. And so I really like that. I enjoy that.
Well, I think the older you get, the more you enjoy looking back and sharing those memories and things. It's been true in our lives. So
yeah. Now what is probably now do you guys like, because I know sometimes I have this discussion with people, do you like Gatlinburg better or do you like Pigeon Forge better?
I like Gatlinburg better.
Yeah. Gatlinburg has the most memories for me growing up.
Okay.
Both of them do, but Gatlinburg especially. There's something about when you pull up that street and we usually come in the back way there, 321, and you just go, yeah, that's great. It's almost like when you're coming from the beach and before you get to Asheville, you start seeing those mountains.
Mm-hmm.
And you go, yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I've known that feeling many times, seeing them mountains, knowing I'm about home.
I know you pull up across a hill or like you said, a curb, and all of a sudden you see them mountains in the distance and you're like, we're almost there.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's it.
Now what would now I know, I think one video I saw here a while back, I think you had put up some pictures from like way back.
Yeah.
Before things, of course, are like they are now. Now, I really enjoyed those. Are you going to do any more of that, or was that all you had? Because that is something I really liked. I enjoyed seeing it before it like it is now.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't actually a video. I think it was just a post on Facebook.
Okay, maybe. Okay.
Facebook page.
Okay.
And I can't remember right now. If I didn't credit where they came from, then there was no credit, probably because they were so old. That I remember being the oldest known photos, I think, in the Gatlinburg Pigeon Forge area. But I have asked my mother to go back through all of our pictures and pull out, hopefully, all of the Gatlinburg Pigeon Forge when I was just a little thing camping, and I think that's going to be a lot of fun to go through and probably end up posting some of those too.
Okay, that would be great.
Yeah, I like watching videos like that where they show like what it used to look like years back. That's cool to me. Yeah.
Before it was real, I guess what you were saying, Chris, is before it's commercialized.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh
yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Small town like.
Before Cousin Dolly got up there and made it what it is. And the reason I say that, the reason I say Cousin Dolly is that on my mama's side of the family, now I say Cousin Dolly, but I know you guys got sense enough to know what I'm talking about, but it's so far distant.
Mm.
But on my mama's side, which would be her mama, which was my mama, is what I called her. Some of I cannot remember. I have it I have the paper. I've got I guess she would be my second cousin. She is big. She is big into genealogy and that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And so and I can remember as a boy, my mama talking about it. Well, then I messaged my second cousin and she sent me this letter of how on my mama's side of the family that we were kin to Dolly.
Hmm.
And I just thought that was kind of neat. I
That
mean,
is
I just thought it was kind of neat. And
Yeah.
I thought what was also kind of neat is on my daddy's side of the family. I don't know if you all are big Southern gospel music fans. But there's used to be a group. Me and Catoe used to have a Southern gospel show that we did once a week several years ago, early 2000s. And so we played a lot of Southern gospel music. And one of the groups at the time was called the Cathedrals.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've ever heard of them,
Yeah.
Sure.
but the bass singer in that group is distant kin on my daddy's side. And so I just, and how I missed the singing business, I don't know.
Okay. So
You missed it.
y'all had a quartet?
No, we didn't. That was just a quartet. That was one of the quartets we
They had
played
a
Oh,
show.
okay. You just had a show
on our
Okay.
show.
Okay.
Yeah, on our radio
Yeah, yeah.
program because
Mhm.
we'd play a lot of Southern gospel music. So, and they were one of the big Southern gospel quartets at the time.
I see.
And so,
So I haven't seen all your videos, but I was in Pigeon Forge a few weeks back. A good friend of mine got married up there, and he told me about a place. And maybe you've already been there, but I thought I would throw it out there and see because it was my first time going this past time, and that's the Pottery House restaurant. Have y'all been there? It's right. You know where the Old Mill restaurant is. It's to the left of there.
Yeah.
Have y'all been in there and done any video in there?
We've done one at the cafe, which is right beside it,
Mhm.
the Pottery House Cafe.
Right.
And supposedly even better food than the meal's food, but we are planning a video for the meal. But we've got one already in our library from the Pottery House Cafe.
Yeah.
It was really good food too.
I was impressed with the fact that they grind they make the bread there.
Yeah.
The pottery that you eat on, they make all
Right.
that pottery
Everything.
too.
Mhm.
Man, the food was, like you said, it's really good.
It
So
really was, and the reason we went is one of our subscribers sent us a gift card to
Yeah.
the oatmeal.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was really neat.
Now, what would be as far as eating joints? Because I know you all have hit them. So, what would be your top? Now, and you can, if you want to, you can combine Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, or if you want to say these are our top 3 in Gatlinburg and these are our top 3 in Pigeon Forge, however you want to do it. But what would be your top 3 eating places up there in Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge area?
Well, I would think you'd almost have to break it down into types of food, but the peddler, hands down, if you're not on a budget, special occasions.
Yeah.
I mean, the
I mean,
steak,
we
and
can't
bread.
go very often, of course.
I mean, their ribeye and the bread and baked potato, and then this. What's the name of that chocolate cake? Christie's chocolate cake.
wow.
Oh man, if you watch our video on the peddler and look at that cake, it's like I'd like to have it right now.
It's like a giant. It's like a hot fudge cake on steroids.
Yeah.
Oh,
I bet
But I'd
Catoe,
say I'm sorry.
I bet Catoe's mouth is watering right now.
I'm telling you, I'm ready to head back up there.
Go watch that video, Cato, and not check out that chocolate cake. It is unbelievable. But that's probably if you're not on a budget. I mean, the Alamo's good too.
Yep.
We enjoyed that. For Mexican, I'll let Karen answer that one. But
For Mexican, our favorite is No Way Jose's.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think
we have a video. We have that video in our library plus Loco Burro.
yeah.
And it was good too. It's just I'm still partial to No Way Jose's.
Okay.
Hey, I wanted to, real quick. You mentioned you're talking about the peddler.
Yeah.
You know, and again, I'm in Florence, which is not far from Myrtle Beach, but I remember back in the day, church, and I don't know if you ever went there or not, but there was a peddler in Spartanburg, and it was, I don't think it was a corporately owned, because one thing I remember about them, and you can tell me because I haven't been to the one in Gatlinburg, but I'm curious to know if it's like this. But they would bring out, I know they would cut the steak at the table was one thing,
Yes.
and another thing, they had pork tenderloin. Now, you pretty much got a whole pork tenderloin. It wasn't just if that's what you got as your, meal. And the salad bar was, you went up to the salad bar and made it. And I just remember that the baked potatoes were about the size of a Nerf football.
Yes.
That sounds very similar to the peddler. I mean, the only thing I think better than the peddler that we've ever been to is Ruth Chris.
Really?
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Well, I've never eten at a Ruth Chris.
That's definitely a special occasion there.
You're gonna have to take out a small loan if you want to go eat there. I can tell you that.
If I'd have to wash a whole lot of dishes.
Yeah, for sure.
Saying
Now, this last time we went to Peddler for, was it for Valentine's Day or anniversary? I can't remember.
It was Valentine's Day, boy.
And we hadn't been in probably a couple of years in Gatlinburg. We love the salad bar, but because ever since COVID started and the pandemic, they don't have the salad bar open. So they bring you a salad to your table.
okay.
That's been about 3 months, so it could be open now.
Yeah.
Right.
Now I know Catoe mentioned the one here that's not too far from where I live. Now, like you just said, Miss Karen, they had a good salad bar, but they moved from the building they were in to another building. So I haven't been to this new place. Right. And now this has been, I don't know, I guess 2 or 3 years since they've been moved, I guess. But now, like I said, when they were in their old building, they had that salad bar like you were talking about. Good. It was great. But when they moved, I heard from somebody that had eaten there that it was like what you all just described there in Gatlinburg, that now they bring you the salad. So I don't know if that's something they've changed, or like you said, that maybe they'll open it back up after this. I don't know.
I would say they probably will open it back up. That's one of the things they were known for.
Yeah.
Is their salad bar. So there would be so many people disappointed if they didn't do that.
Have you had anybody say, we don't want you videotaping in here? Anything like that happen?
Well, I don't know if they said they didn't want us videotaping, but most people welcome it when we tell them we have a YouTube channel and we're going to review it. Of course, theaters and shows and stuff like that, you can't.
Copyright issues.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But one of the places that we wanted to try when we were in Myrtle Beach, that I guess he was a manager or something, was somewhat rude about it when we were sitting in the lobby waiting on a table. He wanted to know if we were going to be videoing because he saw that Mike had a camera in his hand. And even after Mike said we had a YouTube channel, he was very firm about we couldn't show any of his staff. Unless we had a consent from them.
Which we try to be cautious about staff too, unless we know that they're okay with it. Yeah, we're not going to put a camera right in somebody's face, and
sometimes they're like they want to be on it,
Yeah.
Where was that? If you don't mind me asking, where was that at in Myrtle Beach?
The sea captain's house.
Sea captain. So that's that one that's right on the ocean there.
Yes.
Okay. I know Catoe asked that question about nobody, and I was going to get that too. So I'm glad he asked that. Another question I wanted to ask you, and I know you guys are we push for time, so I want to get this, but how in the world? Now I remember at times going to Gatlinburg, especially and I remember this happening, and so I want to know if this still happens and how in the world y'all get around it. Is those people that are out there that want to talk to you and tell you that if you'll listen to them talk for 15 to 30 minutes, you can stay in this place for 2 or 3 days. when y'all were out there walking around? How do you dodge that?
Just smile at them and say thank you, and don't stop. If they keep going, they're just a memory.
Because I thought, man, I've got to ask that, because I knew that used to be, and I don't know if it's as bad now, but I can remember a time being up there, and I mean, man, you go just every few feet, and then they're in your face, man.
And you got to remember, I'm always thinking too, they're just doing their job, even though it can come across as kind of obnoxious at times. And I guess that depends on somebody's personality too, but and they may even be having a bad day. Who knows?
Exactly.
You never know, but yeah.
Now, have you guys, I remember, because I remember when we were messaging each other back and forth, and I asked you if you guys had saw that lady fall in that one video that y'all did in Gatlinburg. And at the time you didn't see it. And then I think y'all went back and watched it and saw it.
I did go back and look. Yeah.
That was funny to me. I can't help it. It was funny. And what was, who caught that was my daughter. When we were watching it, I think we were watching it on a Saturday morning, and I didn't even catch it. And Kaylee was like, "Daddy, go back. Did you not see that woman fall?" And so I rewound it back, or rewound it back, and she said, "It's right here." And I looked and saw that. I like to have a come apart.
Well, you never know. When you got a camera going, you never know what you're going.
Never know what. Yeah,
and that's what I was going to ask you. Outside of that, have you guys happened to film anything, and you were like, and maybe you cut it out because you were like, "Oh, we can't put that in there." Has that ever happened?
Well, for different reasons, yeah. I mean, that happens all the time. But obviously, our videos are edited, and so we can be walking down the street, and obviously, everybody coming by that likes to play loud music, they want you to hear it too.
Yeah.
So there's several reasons why we have to stop filming. Number one, we'll get a copyright strike because it's so loud, it's going to come through on our channel. So sometimes we have to back up, but there's little things like that. And can you think of anything?
I mean, that's true. I mean, lots of times in restaurants and sometimes in stores, the music is so loud. Even we've been in restaurants, the music was so loud, we couldn't even hardly talk to each other, much less film and get by with all that music playing while we were filming.
So we going back sometimes and watching the stuff while you're editing, you sometimes you laugh at what you see, and
some people walking down the street, like either behind us or coming toward us, will do something fun to get in the get in the video. To get in the video.
So if we were talking about restaurants like that, have y'all been to? And in Myrtle Beach, have y'all ever been to the River City Cafe?
Yes.
Yeah, that's one of the whenever me and my family go down there, most of the times, like I said, he don't go because he's not a beach person, but that's usually one of the places we try to get to is River City because we like it a lot.
We go every year, River City Cafe.
So our daughter,
grill, whatever the name of it is.
Our daughter and Mike's sister both said we needed to go, so we've been going the last 3 or 4 years.
I get the same thing. It's that barbecue burger with onion rings on it and
bacon.
Oh man, it's delicious.
Catoe's gonna be up there sweating.
Because this year, Seth, we went back to one that we haven't been to in 3 or 4 years. That is where you can sit and see an ocean view.
Yeah, there's several of the river cities down there, I think. So.
Yeah, I think there's 3 or 4.
Yeah, we go to one near kind of, I guess, Surfside Beach, Merle's Inlet.
Yeah, that's where we go. It's got like 3 levels.
No, we haven't been to that one in the 3 levels. It's just kind of like one level, and it's kind of off. You kind of have to drive to get to it.
Honestly, yeah.
But it's off, and I mean, I'm sure if y'all seen it, y'all would know it. But
we've been to that one. I think the 3-level one is the one that is like North Myrtle or
Oh,
something
I don't
that
know.
has the ocean views.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get in and drive, and my daughter pulls it up on her phone and says, "Turn, turn, turn."
Yeah.
You just want some place to eat good food. That's what you
Right.
want to do.
Hey, I will give you one good place next time you come down to the coast of South Carolina. Go just a little bit south of Murrells Inlet and Surfside to Pawleys Island, was just a little bit south.
Yeah.
And a place is called the Rustic Table.
The rest
And
of the table.
it's called the Rustic Table. And I'm telling you right now, it's some of the best food that you'll eat. I mean, it
What
was
kind of food do they
Yeah,
have?
seafood, I guess. Isn't it?
no, it's not necessarily seafood. It's
Okay.
just they do they do a country fried steak, but it's not. That's a little again. It's not peddler high, but it's
Yeah.
kind of mid level. It gets on. They do I know they do seafood as well, but I just remember they do like a brunch and a lunch and supper.
Mhm.
But it's
Well,
called the
we'll remember
Rustic Table.
Rustic
It's
table.
it's just the food is so. There's a difference between. It's almost like you can tell the places that open up a can and make the stuff, and the places that really put the time. And it's almost like farm to table type
Okay.
food.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's one to write down and check out. That and it's got a good atmosphere to
Well,
it too.
thank you for sharing
So,
that. I can usually taste of somebody's gravy and know whether it's going to be the rest of the food is good.
Yeah,
If they even have gravy.
Yeah.
that's right. They got gravy at this place.
Two more quick questions because I know y'all are on a schedule and need to go. The first is my wife wanted me to ask this. She said, "Do y'all the times you go and record?" She said, "Do they go on Fridays, or is it just because their last name is Friday and so they don't necessarily just record on Fridays?"
Yeah, we go all different times, not just on Fridays. Of
In
course,
fact, we don't. In fact, Fridays are really crowded and hectic day
Mhm.
to go. So,
yeah. Well, I mean, we're going this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, which normally we wouldn't go in that area on a Saturday, but we're invited to come and review a cabin.
Okay.
And so we're going to go down and do that. We look forward to that.
Mhm.
Okay. I said two more, but now I got two more real quick. I know Miss Karen loves cinnamon rolls.
yeah.
Where's the best one you've ever eaten?
Well, really, Cinnabon is my favorite. But that, I don't know if you caught when was that we went to Crockett's? The
Crockett's Breakfast Camp.
Yeah, Crockett's Breakfast Camp, which is in
Gatlinburg.
Library. It's not been too long ago.
I think I saw it.
Now, everybody kept saying you have to try that cinnamon roll, and it is really, really good.
And it's big.
It's big.
Really?
It's really soft and
That's some good breakfast food there.
moist, and it's giant. I mean, we ate on it, but then brought a bunch of it home. I mean, it's huge, but it's really good. So between that one and Cinnabon, those are my favorite. But Crockett's Breakfast Camp, which everybody kept saying. I don't know if you saw the video when we went to
The Tower Shops.
the Tower Shops
and
and
Cinnaholic.
Yeah.
Cinnaholic, the one where I got tickled and I couldn't quit laughing.
Yeah.
It was good, but it would be low on my list.
I got you.
Now, where's that Crockett's place at?
Downtown Gatlinburg.
Okay,
I can't
He
miss.
needed to know that.
I gotta know. Well,
And they have call ahead seating, which they don't advertise it. But one of our subscribers told us that if you call, because we've stopped by there and Mike just dropped me off, and there was a line out the door to see, and the wait time was 2.5 hours.
Oh, wow.
And so we weren't going to do that.
Oh, yeah, no.
obviously.
And
So-
I think they close every day like 2.
Right.
Obviously, Crockett's Breakfast Camp, so that's
Right.
kind of
keep
their
that in mind.
early morning.
Yeah. So one of our subscribers said they have call ahead seating. They just don't advertise it.
Uh-huh.
So I just got on our website, got their number, and called. And so you just tell them what time you're going to be there, and you tell them when you get there. And we were seated in 10 minutes.
Okay.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I know Catoe and me, we met a long time ago, became friends many years ago, back in the early 90s. We both went to the same Bible college together.
Okay.
And, but before, I don't know if Catoe, I don't know if you ever went with some of us. Catoe was in a different class than I was. And so I don't know if he went here with me and some of the other guys that went to this school. But in Lake Lure, y'all ever heard of Lake Lure? Okay. And Chimney Rock down in that area, there was a place down there, and we would go to it every so often, and it made cinnamon rolls. And I'm gonna tell you what, them things, I bet you they were probably 2.5 inches thick this way, and that
big around.
that big around. Absolutely. I mean, they were phenomenal. Now, I don't think that place is there now, but man, they were great cinnamon rolls. And I just know that when I've watched y'all's videos and hear you, Miss Karen, talk about the cinnamon rolls, I'm just thinking to myself, man, I wish she could have got a hold of one of these.
Yeah.
I probably would have loved it. And that's one thing I didn't like about Cinnaholic. I mean, I just got the old school, but most people coming in there, their menu is real overwhelming because they take the cinnamon roll and you can put all these toppings on it. You can get Cookie Monster, banana, strawberry, and I'm like, don't mess with my cinnamon roll.
Yeah.
Give me a cinnamon roll.
Just right. Yeah.
Well, evidently that the cinnamon rolls at Dollywood must be really good because every time
bread.
Yeah, it's
really
the cinnamon bread. Yes,
because it's always a line over there. I'm like, well, I can't.
Yes.
I got to come
Every
back
time we
another
go to
time, I guess.
Dollywood, we get that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one last thing about your name, Fridays Forever. Why that name and who thought it up?
Mike thought it up. And I mean, obviously, because our last name's Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And if everything goes as planned, according to God's will, it will be forever.
You'll be doing that. Yeah, that's right. So,
and, who knows how long the videos may stay up? They could be forever.
Yeah. So, hey, listen, guys, I know you scrap for time and I want to be respectful of your time. I've had a ball.
Thank you for having us on.
Yeah,
I've really enjoyed it. I appreciate y'all working it out. I'm glad we were able to get us a time set aside to do this. I do want to tell folks again who may watch this later, I'm going to send you guys. Now, like I said, I'm computer illiterate, and I know that y'all messaged me and wanted to know if I would get it on some of these platforms. I'm going to send you guys the links. I'm going to do everything I can in my power to get that where you want it. So I'm giving you my word on that. But I'm going to send you, I'll end up sending you guys the links to this so you can do what you need to do with it, because you probably can get it on there better than I can. But
we can put a link to all their site and everything on our.
Yes, that's what we want.
Right. Yeah.
Yes, that's what we want to do as well. I know we'll put this on our YouTube page. Of course, it's going to be on our Facebook page, and then anywhere anybody can hear a podcast. But I just wanted to tell people, go to YouTube, Fridays Forever. You'll find it, Facebook, and also you guys have a podcast as well, correct?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, we're getting ready to do our podcast, and it does try to go out every Friday.
Okay.
So hopefully we're going to be able to do that week after week. But it's Fridays Forever. If you search for us on iTunes, Podbean, Spotify, we'll pop up there.
Okay. I just wanted to let everybody know. I listened to one here just the other day, enjoyed it. So, but I wanted to let everybody know where they could catch you guys. But I do appreciate y'all being here. Thank you so much. Keep the videos coming. I know that there's plenty of people that enjoy it, and it's a blessing to them. And like I said, it's a blessing to me just because I get to see this stuff, and some of it brings back memories. And then also I tell my wife, well, hey, we need to hit this spot sometime when we're back in Pigeon Forge in Gatlinburg. Because I love going to Pigeon Forge in Gatlinburg, and there for a while, my family and then my stepbrother's family, we went for about, I don't know, 4 or 5 years in a row. We went at least one time every year, and we'd stay several days and of course hit Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg and all. And we want to start doing that again. We hope we can start doing that again here in the near future. So like I said, that's one of the reasons I love watching your videos. It gives me ideas and things. But
Great.
Thank you again for having us.
Yeah,
We
thanks for
appreciate
having
it.
us.
Chris, Seth, and Catoe, it's nice to meet you. And may God bless you.
the same here. And I'll remove y'all from here so y'all can get to your podcast. But thanks again so much for being with us. We really appreciate it.
It's our pleasure.
Thanks,
Then-
guys.
You're going.
Bye-bye. All right, Catoe.
All right. You sent them down the road, I see.
Yep, I enjoyed that.
That was pretty neat. Now I'm hungry.
That was fun.
I know it gets you hungry, but I believe everybody enjoyed that or will enjoy that.
Yeah.
Like I said, to me, it's just they are enjoying life, and like they said, making memories. And so,
Did you know they were in ministry already, or?
I knew a little bit. Yes, I knew that they they did. I didn't know exactly what, but
I don't know if he was pastoring still now, or it seemed like he said he was a youth pastor, maybe.
Yep. So, but anyway, we're going to
wrap it up here too.
We're going to wrap it up, I guess. But I want everybody to remember Fridays Forever. You can find them YouTube, Facebook, their podcast, anywhere you can get a podcast. Catoe in Church at gmail.com. You can find some videos on YouTube as well. We're going to try to use that more. Also, our Facebook page. Email us, drop us comments. We would really.
If you want to drop us a gift card to go eat somewhere, buddy, I'll go take it. I promise you that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll take advantage of that too.
I heard him say that. I was like, big light bulb's going off in my head right now.
Well, I think I saw it when you did. But,
now we're talking.
that's right.
Oh yeah.
That's right. But Catoe, man, I've had a good time.
All right. Enjoy it.
So, folks, God bless you. And we'll catch you hopefully next week on the Catoe in Church podcast. All righty. Well, there we go.
You gonna send them your address too, ain't you? So you can send Kelly that sticker.
Yes.
Mine says we're still alive here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you still on the
Well, here we go. Well, we wasn't recording.